is one of the most interesting places in the world. You may know Germany as a country that loves beer and sausages, but it's also a fascinating and vibrant place full of history. It has a rich history and a colorful culture, making it the perfect place for any vacation destination. To find out more, then keep on watching this video. Hey guys, welcome back to World Explained, the channel where we take you on a journey around the world and talk about their fascinating stories. In today's video, we will talk about the beautiful country of Germany. But before we begin, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you never miss any of our uploads. Germany was the first country to adopt Daylight Saving Time, DST, also known as summertime. This occurred in 1916, amid World War I, and was used to conserve energy. German is the most popular third language that's taught in the world. The capital of Berlin has more bridges than Venice. Berlin boasts 960 bridges and 59.8 square kilometers of water consisting of lakes and around 180 kilometers of navigable waterways. Combined with its surrounding state Brandenburg, it houses Europe's largest inland water network. One-third of Germany is covered in forests and woodlands. You can find over 2,100 castles throughout the country. Germany's capital city, Berlin, is 9 times bigger than Paris and has more bridges than Venice. There have been many capital cities of Germany, including Aachen, Regensburg, Frankfurt am Main, Nuremberg, Weimar, and Bonn, and the current capital, Berlin. Germany used to be made up of lots of small kingdoms until they were unified as the German Reich in 1871. German people love to travel and spend more on their holidays than any other nation. You can find Europe's largest train station in Berlin. The highest peak in Germany is the Zugspitze in Bavaria, which is 2,962 meters high. Germany has a moderate climate all year round. In July, the average temperature is almost 17 degrees, and in January, it can be negative 0.5 degrees. Germany's highest temperature ever recorded was in 2019, when it got to 42.6 degrees in Lingen. 65% of the highways in Germany have no speed limit and are called the Autobahn. Germany sells around 6 million cars a year, making it one of the largest car producers in the world. The first book ever printed was in German, and the first magazine was launched in Germany in 1663. Germany is a nation that loves books. Germany publishes around 94,000 titles every year. Germany has more zoos than any other country. They have over 400. Fanta was created in Germany during the Second World War after Coca-Cola syrup was prevented from being imported into the country. Munich is the second most punctual large airport in the world after Tokyo. Some of the world's most famous inventions were created in Germany: the light bulb, automated calculators, automobiles, insulin, petrol engines, jet engines, and the Walkman, to name a few. Germany is a very cultured country with 6,200 museums, 820 theaters, 130 professional orchestras, and 8,800 libraries. Because we have so many cultural activities for people to enjoy, it was found that more people go to exhibitions than to football matches in Germany. When visiting Berlin, JFK famously said, "Ich bin ein Berliner," which actually means "I am a jelly donut." The tradition of having a Christmas tree was started in Germany. Our Chancellor, Angela Merkel, has a Barbie doll created after her. You'll find the world's narrowest street in the German city of Reutlingen. At its narrowest point, it's only 31 centimeters wide. Locally, we call the Chancellor's office the washing machine. Escaping prison in Germany isn't illegal because it's a basic human instinct to want to be free. Some laws determine what you can name your baby in Germany. The law bans names that don't denote a gender or use a family name as the first name. When children start school in Germany, they receive a Schultüte, which is a cone of presents that helps ease the stress of entering a new, serious life. Even though it's called Oktoberfest, the festival actually starts in September. Cologne is the 4th largest city in Germany and is home to 1,108,000 people. It's also one of the oldest cities in the country. The Romans founded it in the year 50. Cologne is home to 99,000 students. The Cologne Cathedral is Germany's 2nd largest religious building and took 632 years to build. Cologne has an entire museum entirely dedicated to chocolate. In Cologne, you'll find over 40 museums and 110 galleries. Every July, the largest musical fireworks display in Germany is held in Cologne. It's called the Cologne Lights. Kolsch is a beer brewed in Cologne that has a sweet and refreshing taste. The name is also protected by law, so that only beers brewed in Cologne can use the name Kolsch. you'll find Europe's largest Pride event in Cologne. That's held every year on the first weekend of July. More than 500,000 people come to celebrate. People in Cologne have their own language, which is called Kölsch. The city of Cologne was destroyed during the Second World War, but was rebuilt following the same layout in the 50s. Cologne is the only German city where house numbers have 4 digits. There's a very famous sculpture in Cologne on top of Newmark Gallery. It's a 12-meter tall ice cream cone, which is pretty hard to miss if you come and visit. Over 800 million currywurst are eaten in Germany each year. Currywurst is a sausage served with a spicy sauce and is a street food that has become a cult classic in Germany. About 7 million currywurst are eaten in Berlin alone. There's even a museum in Berlin dedicated to the popular snack. Germany has a long, complex, and colorful history, so the country is so fascinating to visit. Learning the stories and significance behind the many castles, palaces, and churches is fascinating. Modern Germany has been shaped by the events of World War II and the reunification of Germany. German culture has been influenced in many ways, one of them being the many Turkish immigrants. After becoming the capital again in 1990, Berlin has become a true European metropolis. Germany's original inhabitants date back to the Bronze Age and are thought to have come from Scandinavia. Much of Germany was overrun by the Romans, who expanded their empire well into Central and Northern Europe, and called the area Germania. As the Roman Empire declined, Germanic tribes emerged. Of particular importance were Charlemagne and the subsequent rise of the Hohenstaufen emperors, whose princes ruled until 1254. A turn in Germany's history was the Protestant Reformation, led by Martin Luther in 1517. The spread of the Protestant religion united many Germans and led to the construction of some of the country's most stunning churches. Pilgrims and those interested in history still follow the Luther Trail, which includes sites such as St. Anne's Church in Augsburg, the Coburg Fortress, the Augustinian Monastery in Erfurt, Marburg Cathedral, and Wartburg Castle, to mention a few. Germany was ravaged by many wars, with tumultuous events wreaking havoc on important historic buildings and documents. Notable conflicts include the Silesian Wars, 1740, the Seven Years' War, 1756, the Danish-Prussian War, 1864, and the Austro-Prussian War, 1866. The Franco-Prussian War, 1870, and World War I, 1914. The rise of the Third Reich and the Holocaust were dark points in history and badly damaged the country's spirit. The heavy bombings during World War II by the Allies significantly destroyed many of Germany's historic cities and sites. A good place to learn more is at Berlin's German History Museum, Deutsches Historisches Museum. Germany's central location in Europe has always put the country in a leadership role. In fact, Germany was one of the founding members of the European Community in 1957, which has now developed into the European Union. To learn about the history of the euro, visitors should head to the European Central Bank, which is headquartered in Frankfurt. Germany is known as the land of poets and thinkers. German culture has been heavily influenced by religion, composers, writers, and philosophers. The country has been home to the likes of Johann Sebastian Bach and Ludwig van Beethoven, poets such as Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, and Friedrich von Schiller, and Friedrich Nietzsche, Immanuel Kant, and Max Weber. Culture, of course, varies from region to region. The southern state of Bavaria spends a significant amount of its annual budget in supporting the arts. There are many folk songs, music, and festivals in this region, and spending some time here can be an eye-opening experience. Well, guys, that's all we have for you today. Did you know about the history of Germany? Get involved and let us know in the comments section down below what you think about today's video. If you liked this video and found it informative, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you don't want to miss out on any new future videos like these, then be sure to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification under this video so that you're notified the next time we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you have a great day today, and we'll see you in the next video.